Happy International Women's Day. It's my favourite day of the year. Excuse the singing because I can't sing. It's International Women's Day. Yay! What's the point of International Women's Day, I hear you say? Well, it's a call to action to celebrate the achievements of the amazing women that we have all across our country and world. And it's a call to action to work towards gender equality. Sometimes if I say I'm a feminist, people often assume that I have some kind of dislike for men, or I feel that I'm in some fight to make women more superior to men, and actually that is far from the truth of what a feminist is. So I want to talk about a woman's place in the world today, and why feminism and International Women's Day and celebrating women and empowering women for equality and to make these changes is so important. So some of what I say is going to be hard to digest and it may upset some people, so that's just a warning. But what I'm saying is the truth, and sometimes the truth is hard to digest, and as humans we struggle with truth and we struggle with change. However, truth and change are the only thing that will set us free. Who are us and free from what, you might be asking? We are the 47% of women in India who are forced to marry before the age of 18. The more than a dozen countries that by law require women to obey their husbands. The 14% of reported rapes that actually lead to a conviction in the UK. The average 35 times a woman will endure domestic violence from her partner before she phones the police. The 1.2 million women that reported being victims of abuse in the UK from 2015 to 2016, and the 100 women that were murdered yearly by their partners or ex-partners. The coercive law that was passed before we even began educating our legal and enforcement of what it even is. And if we look at mental health, well, abuse is one of the main links to why women have a diagnosis of mental health. Eating disorders, PTSD and self-harm are more likely to affect women. Afro-Caribbean people living in the UK are more likely to be diagnosed with severe mental health illnesses than any other ethnicity in the UK. However, women are least likely to engage in any kind of support service or report their abuse. So let's take a moment to acknowledge all of these women. May we also take time to think of the women who have been neglected and failed by systems, sat on waiting lists, not believed by others, not been protected by the law to the degree in which they have taken their own life in hope of finding a deserved peace. It's hard to hear, but that's us. And I think it shares some light onto why women would like to be, what women would like to be free of, and why feminism and International Women's Day is important. And they don't sound like big asks to me. They sound like basic human rights, things that other people have and are oblivious to. Sadly, however, as a woman, or I use the dreaded word, victim, we are often dismissed, deemed hysterical, crazy, sensitive, because a victim asks bystanders to share the burden of pain. We demand action, engagement, and remembering. The perpetrator, on the other hand, makes it easier. They ask bystanders to do nothing. And that's what it's sort of like, you know. As a feminist, you're asking people for action. And that's hard. People appeal to the perpetrators, and on the other hand, people appeal to the universal desire of humans to hear, speak, and see no evil. So it's easy to sit back and do nothing. But does it change anything if we continue to sit back? No. So in my work, I use my own mental health diagnosis of PTSD. And I use it to show others that you can be a good mother, worker, friend, despite this label. In fact, you can be more than just good. Our adversities do not have to defeat us. Instead, they can feed us. And if anyone can get back up time and time again, women, I know it's you. Love and light. Keep up the fight, guys. We can break stigma if we unite. Happy International Women's Day. Oh, look. Powerful females can achieve anything.